Alright, I think we're doing okay. Alright, okay. Fingers crossed it doesn't decide to just shut down. Alright. And here we go. Alright, hello, everybody. Hello everybody out in internet land. Hello everybody. Busy Spectre indeed. Yes. Packing up your things. Busy. Oh, that's right. You're in the middle of a crazy big move, Ghostly. Hopefully that's going well. You chop lots of knotweed with my scythe and edited more books. That's about it. Awesome. Are you okay? Do I need to call the doctor? I actually just canceled my doctor's appointment. I had a doctor's appointment scheduled for tomorrow morning that I was going to try to fit in before, just for like my annual physical, and I had to cancel it because I was trying to fit it in before I go off to San Francisco. But that is not happening. So we will have to wait. That will be when I get back. I somehow don't have a migraine. That's good, Cryptid. Hell yes. No, nothing short of America. Hell yeah. Hi Muppet, missed you dearly. Nerd, of course, missed y'all as always. Also, hi Sensei. It's okay. I know what the doctor said. But did you know what the doctor said? The doctor said I was collecting neurodivergent tags like a Pokemon, because that's what the psychiatrist said. Literally talked about me like I was a Pokemon. He said no more monkeys jumping on the bed. Fucking oh, that's funny. That's good. Good. Hell yeah, Ghostly. Hell yeah. That is a problem here. I do have a habit of having too many monkeys jumping around in here. But yeah, how is everybody doing? Ghostly's packing. Cryptid is not suffering migraines. Oh yes, I need the meme and the tattoo. Okay. All right, let me see this. All right. We'll see. I'm gonna do my best not to embarrass myself today. I am on some drugs, so everybody be warned. Oh no, is it happening? Is the system? No. Okay, it's just Discord. Just Discord. Oh no. Okay, what we got here for the 14th? With the freelance overlands real quick, I be like, that's how I feel. Like legit. Over the past 6 weeks, that is the best image describing what it feels, the internal life that it feels like, Ghostly. That you picked the perfect image for that, but that's like legit. That's legit. Oh, that tattoo is adorable. That is crazy. That's a good tattoo, Ghostly. That's a really good tattoo. I love that you got a color too. That's impressive. He's my boy. That's Bob. Okay, so he's got a name. That's Bob. Bob is cool as shit, and you went color too, which is big time. Like I have not done color yet. All mine are still black and white. White because I'm so fucking pale. Let's see. Wait. What? Hold on. Wait. I also put memes for the people. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for doing that, Ghostly. So everybody can see the memes, because that's like legit what it feels like. Oh man, Cryptid is very worn out from today's fuckery, but doing all right. Yeah. I imagine so. Oh boy, who convinced you to take drugs? No, it's just so I could function for work, and also so I'm not like just getting snot and stuff everywhere. It's definitely dried me out at the moment, but unfortunately it did not help with the fever. Thank you, it's my boy. It's so cute, such a little guy. Yeah, I love it. It's real. I decided YOLO. I love that people still use the term YOLO. This is never gonna not be funny to me. I used to think I was definitely one of those pretentious people that like I remember. God, this was 2012, 2013. It's right when I moved to LA, and people were saying YOLO all the time, and I was just like, I remember being such a pretentious person about it. Like I was just like carpe diem. Ugh. Only losers say YOLO. Anyway. Sometimes it's funny. It's funny. My early 20s was a funny time. Ghostly a grandma complimented my little guy tattoo today. Oh, nice. Cryptid, that's lovely. That's cool. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, you had mentioned that, Cryptid. I was honored. It was one of the few nice things that happened today. Hell yeah. Hey, Moon Runes, welcome in. Welcome to the party. Welcome. It's gonna be a real boring party today, but hopefully you're doing well, Moon Runes. Hopefully life is treating you well. I am drink your water, nerd. I do have water. Sorry, it's gonna take me a little bit to catch up on. I'm reading at like half speed today. No one uses Lolo. That was ironic, Sensei. Oh man, we've already moved on to ironic YOLO. Okay, gotcha. Carpet dead carpet denim. There you go. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Cryptid, you were only pretentious then, right? Of course. Yeah, no, you're always once pretentious, always pretentious, but you know, especially you got that youthful 20s energy to be super pretentious. I'm watching the new episode Daredevil Born Again. That's why I'm like, oh shit, Cryptid, how is it? Is it good? I mean, the Daredevil, I knew they were bringing Daredevil back. I've always been like, Daredevil is one of my favorite like Marvel comics. And I hated the Ben Affleck movie, and the original Netflix show was like way better. But I haven't dipped my toes back into it. But no worries, do your thing, Moon Runes. Yeah, definitely catch up on your stuff. It's really good so far. Hell yes. Would you like to hear how yes, Ghostly. Let us know how the hubris bell rang for me yesterday. I mean, I am, yes. Let us hear the hubris bell, because Lord knows, it's nothing is better than being humbled. As someone who has been humbled a lot, the grandma also thought I was only in my 20s, and man, damn, hell yeah. I had that. What happened? I'm trying to think. Who was it that they said I looked like I was in my late 20s, which I was super stoked about. If I can still, even with the gray hair, if I'm passing in my early 20s, I think it's just because most people think I diet, but yeah, anytime someone thinks I'm in my 20s, that's a fucking win, right, Cryptid? Hell yes. Go 20s, kids. That's good. I need to check that. What do I need to catch up on? I'm so behind. The other problem right now is I'm trying to finish the last season of anime, because there was a lot of really good shows. Like, I'm trying to finish off like Apothecary Diaries, which is absolutely fantastic, and obviously Free Ren has been good. But like Witch Hat Atelier dropped this year, so it's very like it's a stacked series of anime stuff. So I'm just trying to. Oh, and Trigun, the new Trigun, which is amazing. Just trying to catch up on all that stuff. So I need to shift over and catch up on my shows. I did watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms, though, which I was very happy that did not disappoint, because I'm not a huge late era Game of Thrones fan, but The Hedge Knight is like one of my favorite. It's like one of the best things I think George R.R. Martin ever wrote. So I'm glad it's getting its due diligence, like they're treating it well. I also have so many grays, I don't know how she didn't notice, but man, yeah, I mean, maybe enough people are dyeing their hair now that it, like, we just blend in. So Ghostly mods for a small game streamer, hell yeah, that's great, Ghostly, friend of mine, that's good. You're his oldest viewer and only mod, oh my god, you're the oldest, Ghostly? That's very funny. And I have since gleaned the title The Boss or Stream Mom. Okay, yeah, these are good titles. And one of the new regulars who popped in is 19, and I was referred to as Sensei. Oh, that's funny. Well done, Ghostly. Well done. That is amazing. Ghostly, I'm the old lady. I'm the mom. What is this? I have people calling me ancient. The tables have turned. Now you know how it feels, Ghostly. This is how it is. This is just a part of life. This is now you're beginning to realize that you are indeed the old one. And the younger people are going to be mildly perplexed at everything that you do. This is just the natural process of life. I have not watched that at all. I have to go give Seven Kingdoms a go. Yeah, it's very good. Um, How incredible! How the turntables. Yes. Now you know our pain. Hey, kids are asleep. Welcome in. Welcome in. One of us. One of us. Yep. Join us, old kids. I heard we were being old ladies in here. Yes. Ghostly's having her first experience with being the oldest one in a stream chat. So go Ghostly. We can now bring Ghostly into the old lady territory with the rest of us. Ghostly got called an old lady. I feel like that's like a number one thing that kids do these days too, is like literally anyone who's like a year older than them is like, shut up, you're old. You don't get it. You don't get 6, 7, so because you're 19, or I'm sure the 19 years actually get that. Technically, the streamer is 26, but I am still not properly the old one. But geez, I had to pause and be like, is this what it's like? Yep, Ghostly, that's what it's like. That's how it works. Yep, that is what it's like. Oh, very funny. Very, very, very funny. That's a classic coming of age moment, I would argue. Um, oh, jeez. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, and then your music. Yeah, that's gonna be that's the one where it really hits. That's when I remember when I heard like, oh god, I think it was like Bare Naked Ladies or something playing on an all like classic rock station. They were playing it like right next to like Led Zeppelin and the Beatles, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on, wait, what? And then I did the math in my head, and it just made me sad. Pulls out fake cigarette with Jersey accent. Kids these days. Ghostly, you're gonna fit right in with the whole like porch sitting, like yelling at clouds, telling kids to get off your lawn. Like you're gonna find yourself right at home. Evanescence was on there a few months ago, and I think my heart stopped. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the music that came out in the late 90s, early 2000s is like 20, 30 years old, and when we were kids, that 20, 30 years old was like the Beatles and just general like classic 70s rock. Oh yeah, they are coming. Yeah, I saw posters about that. They are dropping a new album. Yep. I did see that. Many of my friends are gonna be very excited to see Evanescence. I think they're getting ready to do a big tour too, if I'm not mistaken. Although apparently, like, Nine Inch Nails is dropping like a secret album in like 5 days. After their big Coachella thing that everybody said like put everybody else at Coachella to shame, which is not surprising. I mean, it is Nine Inch Nails knows how to put on a show. Yes, but I don't need it stated. Don't give me the dread math. Yeah, the age math. That's where it's gonna hurt the most. Definitely. Oh man. Oh god, what was Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you, Ghostly. One of my friends for her birthday. We went to the Ren Fair. Um, and that actually might be where I got sick. Now that I think about it, all those filthy carnies. Um, but I showed her the gif you made, or the meme you made of the worm sign meme, and you're still going strong with the like she's obsessed with all of your memes. I just feel like you need to I feel like you need to be told how you're still the meme king or meme queen in the filmmaking group. Um Nine Inch Nails at Coachella feels dystopian. It was a hell of a show. It was the first time I think I've ever watched a thing. I don't have zero interest in. The best part about Coachella is LA just vacates. Like no, it's like everybody's at Coachella, so nobody's in the city. So it's very nice. We can just wander around, and traffic's not terrible. But I did actually like watch a stream of it on YouTube because I was like, I gotta see what a Nine Inch Nails show at Coachella looks like, and it was pretty sick. It was pretty cool. It was pretty. It was very dystopian, but dystopian in like the best possible way. Oh, sorry. She is always the meme queen. Yeah. Uh, were you like, look at what this kid did this time? That's yeah. Well, because I always talk about Leto the Second and Worm God. So and you did the little arms, and I think that's like the best part. The useless little arms that he has, like the T-Rex arms. That's the best part of Worm Tyrant Leto the Second. Is the little arms. So and the fact that it has it with a sign, it's just perfect, perfection. So figured I'd pass that along to you, kid. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah. Kids are asleep. I hear the new COVID is rough. I really hope I don't have COVID. I don't think I have COVID. This doesn't feel like COVID. I've had COVID twice now. This feels like cold flu, less. I get like COVID gives me a really bad sore throat. The two times I've gotten it, it was like legendarily bad sore throat. And I have a sore throat, but not like, does not feel like my throat is on fire, which is how COVID felt. Leto the Second really started, would you love me if I were a worm? I mean, that is probably where that came from. I mean, that is the whole thing, is because the whole reason like the Ixians make the perfect like infiltrator for Leto the Second is by making a just genuinely sincere person who falls in love with him, because even though he's a worm. That's actually how they do it. They're like, oh, we tried all these subversive things. Just make them sincerely in love with him. Ah, perfect. That's how we did it. And yeah, it's what woos the worm heart is, would you still love me if I was a worm? True thing. Yep. Monster lovers exist. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. All right, everyone, mark off your bingo card Dune rant. It's fair. Look, I know usually we have Dune rants every once in a while, but we are gearing up for the Dune Messiah movie. It's just gonna get worse from here on out. It's just gonna keep going up and up. I'm rereading the series. We're all in trouble. All right, everyone. It is marked off. Right up there with it. I think I'm sick again. That's true. Yeah. This time I can actually confirm, instead of it being just a paranoia thing. I can actually confirm it. Definitely sick. Definitely fever. Definitely got the fever. What time is it? Also, where's the wizard robe? I wore the wizard robe today specifically. I'm trying to bring it back in that I wear the wizard robe every time I stream. I know sometimes I slack off, but let's see, what else is new? I just need Bram Stoker's Dracula rant to mention his cat wife and the boo boo sound he made. Wait, I'm sorry, what? What the fuck are you talking about, Ghostly? What? What is that? I mean, you spelled Bram instead of Bram, but Bram is actually like, why do you what do I have a Dracula rant? Have I gone on a Dracula rant? Bram, though, not Bram Stoker, but Bram is an amazing artist, and he used to do a bunch of weird old like D&D art for like I think Dark Sun and a little bit of like Spelljammer. But now he writes fantasy novels, and I've always wondered how it's like how they turned out. But I'm assuming he does the art that's like inside the books. But I think he does like write fantasy novels now. But that just made me. But no, Bram is like a real, like, it's an artist and writer, who does apparently really cool fantasy. Just don't melt. You're not allowed to not wear if it's already how's that? No, it's been cold. The weather's been all over the place, so it's been really cold, and then it's gonna warm back up. She spelled it phonetically. Yes, correctly. Yes, when I met you, you went off about the practice. Oh, yeah. The movie Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yeah. All the in-camera special effects. Got it. Okay, so we're talking about the movie, not the book. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what is the do? Is that like me making like a song? Yeah, Ghostly remembers things that I just do not remember clearly. Or just the do. Oh, you mean like the me making weird noises before I start stream? Oh, okay, I do that. That is a thing I do. Yeah. Oh no, that's one of your sims. Got it. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Um. Yeah. No, cryptid. I think you got the heat wave. Yeah, for sure. Uh. You make sound effects to fill space. Oh yes, I do that. I mean, I make sound effects at home all the time. It's just I don't catch myself. Usually, I try to be pretty aware of what I do on stream, but obviously, and now we know why I don't. I just do random weird shit. So clearly reasons for it now. Um. Well, anyway, I guess we probably it's gonna be a shorter stream because I am sick. So, and we're only gonna be doing 30-minute sprints instead of 40. We'll see if we do 3, might be 2. It depends how I'm feeling. But hopefully people get some stuff done. You were just a Muppet all along. I mean, that's what my mother thinks. So shocked. We are so shocked. I am shocked. Shooketh. Oh, that I'm a Muppet? No. No one should be surprised by that. Nobody should be shocked that I am indeed a Muppet. But yeah. What do we Yeah, hopefully everybody's got some stuff they want to work on. I'm gonna be working on Schism, since I'm still trying to like knock off the rust, to actually just try to get back into writing. So fever dream writing time, I think. But yeah, why don't we dive in? Hell yeah, my baby boy. Oh, Ghostly and Virgil. I'm gonna catch up on marketing and client emails. Hell yeah. It may not be the most exciting, but it's got to be done. All right, everybody. I'm just gonna play like background, or actually, I'll probably play the Schism playlist. So obviously, if that's not your jam, feel free to mute all those goodies. Just finished the episode. Is crazy. Oh man. Oh man. All right. I'm very excited. Moon Runes is hyping me up. All right. I'm apparently when I get Netflix, I'm gonna have to. Well, I'm gonna have Netflix in May. I don't know if everybody saw the trailer for my buddy's show, but definitely put that on your radars. It's very good. It's a very good show. But I'll have to watch. I'll have to watch it when I get Netflix in May, to watch all the things on Netflix. So I'm adding that to the list. All right, everybody. Happy writing, right? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, writing. Happy writing. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side. And away we go. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, there we go. All right. Happy writing, everybody. We'll see you on the other side. Alrighty, everybody, that's the end of our sprint. Well, let me bring the music down. In the middle of like the rock part of this song. Do do do. There we go. Volume down. Okay, there we go. All right. Do do do. Oh no, kids are asleep. I've once again falling into naming hell. Man, I feel that kids are asleep. That shit will bring me to a dead stop sometimes if I don't. And I used to try to like have like a, like D&D where you just have like 90% of sci-fi fiction writing is naming shit. It's real. Yeah. It's 100%. 100%. That's true. It's a legitimate problem. And I feel like you can't even do the whole like what like in D&D, where you have just like a repertoire. You just have like a whole list of just random names that you just start trying to pull from. For whatever reason, I feel like I have to dump all of my time and energy to find the perfect name for whatever the fuck it is, and it just becomes a nightmare. So anyway, yeah, I feel ya. That's rough. Nameberry is our friend. Oh, is that what you use? Is that nice? What is that? Tef, Mr. Hey, welcome in, Tef, Mr. Toast. Who is this? A new name? Although it doesn't say first time chatter. So, was there a rename that I'm? Is this? It'd be funny if it's Patty. Is it Patio Skunk again? I don't know. It just added to everything. To break up words, jock. That's true. Or you can just, yeah. It was like, is that Patio Skunk? No, I stepped in. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, welcome in, Tef, Mr. Toast. Welcome in. Welcome in. I just did recognize the name. There's still a few naming conventions in Witch Punks I'm unsure about. Although or you can literally do like the Dune thing where everybody's got a crazy name and then there's just Duncan, Idaho. And then that becomes like the character that just literally exists for all time through like a 10,000 year book series. This is a fan fiction, so need group names. Got it. Okay, fantasy name generators is my beloved. I use fantasy name generators for D&D all the time. Alistar Oldman. I like that. I mean, I think that's close to Gary Oldman. Oldman's a good last name. I did love that for Dune. It's a really funny thing, man. Like even after the Atreides are all gone and everything, and we're 6,000 years past the events of the first Dune, they are still cloning Duncan, Idaho. Literally, you slowly, I'm like, holy shit, Duncan Idaho is the main character of all 6 Dune books. It's insane. And also, it's the most, weirdly normal American name out of, everybody's name. Yeah, it's really funny. It's so funny. Yeah, Duncan Idaho, the most egregious name ever. Yeah. See, I cheat and use the common names for region time. Oh, that's a smart idea, Cryptid. I like that. But I haven't written a high fantasy yet, so I get away with it. Gotcha. Limit Jinx. I remember watching it and being like, who the fuck is Duncan and why is he called Idaho? because that's his name, man. Chase was almost Malachi. Yeah, Malachi. Because it's the 8th most common in Arkansas, which is just wild. That's crazy, really? That's the 8th most common. Wait, kids are asleep. No, Idaho. What? No. Oh, I see. It's an Idaho. Idaho. Nice. Well played, kids are asleep. You gotta be careful. I am on so many. I am on so many cold meds right now that it's gonna take. You start being witty with me. It's gonna take me a while to catch up. I'm slow today. That's a good joke. Idaho, Idaho. It's amazing. No. Please do, kid. Kids are asleep. Go off. It's just if I don't get it, please don't be offended if I don't get it, or it takes me 5 minutes and I'm like, I got it now, just because my brain's not working. Yeah. Don't let me being sick mess with your wit. Just just don't. If I get lost in the weeds, it happens. Um, Brothers should be tending fields, not protecting the Atreides line. Yeah, well done. You know what? Who said farm boys can't be hot and be well? No one says they can't be hot because literally entire genres are based on them being hot, but also can't be fighters and the best fighters in the Imperium. There's no one saying that. Maybe he started out as a farmer and then the Harkonnens came in and destroyed everything he loved, and then he had to become the best fighter in the Imperium. You know, you don't know. You don't know the backstory. And I refuse to read the Brian Herbert book, so I don't know the backstory either. But I'm always witty with it. You write script, right? Yay, yes, yeah, I do. I write. I'm starting to write prose again too, so like actual novels again. But I primarily write and direct movies. Yes, so primarily writing screenplays, and then when someone decides that I wrote something cool and they want to give me money, I'll go make it. But that not like that's happening very often these days. But what's happening? I just saltier today. He is working on one such this evening. I'm working on Schism. Because can you believe that, like, I finished Schism in what, May or June of last year, and I've been working on another screenplay. It's just the way the last year has gone. I'm like, the fact that this is still the last screenplay I've finished is wild. So anyway, who says farm boys can't be hot? Yeah. Wesley has entered the chat. Who says farm boys can't be hot? Well, no one says farm boys can't be hot. What? Tev, I have one. I need to do something very indie. That's cool. I mean, hey man, if you got something you want to go, if you got something you want to go do, like fucking go do it. It's hard these days. It's especially hard to do something. The sort of like the funnel by which things are acceptable is narrowing right now, generally due to consolidation. But anyway, yeah, it's hard. But you should definitely, like, if you've got something you really want to do, fucking go for it. Do it. Ghostly, same brain, exactly it. Thank you, proud of you, buddy. So thank you. I was gonna say it's almost been a year. That's crazy. It has been almost been a year since I finished Schism. It's just been this year's, particularly post summer of last year, leading up to this time, has been just a shit show. Like when I think about everything that went down over the last year, it's been crazy. The way this one is gone, it feels like it just started. It's already April. It's brutal. Shut up, I can't spell. I'm too tired. You're doing great, kiddo. Don't sweat it. Yeah, exactly. This is a typo friendly. Yeah, we're all about typos here. Oh shit, the storm is here. Oh shit. Well, but hang in there, Cryptid. Hang on. I need to go get tea. Oh man. Before we start the next sprint, what are we at? We had a minute. Okay. All right. I'm gonna walk away, get tea. The timer will count down, and then we'll start our second sprint for the day. Oh, Ghostly has also decided to edit an old baby. Hell yeah. There you go, Ghostly. Yeah, I think I need to consolidate some things around Schism, because Schism is simultaneously something that, like, half of, like, the people that I submit scripts to, it's, like, the thing they're most excited about. And then half the people, it's, like, their least excited thing. But it's the one that I feel like it's at least the most marketable thing I've probably written. So it's like, it's one that I just want to get refined and write, even though I'm probably gonna keep writing my haunted house one off stream. I just need to crack that one, and since that's the next one I'm gonna try to make for like no money, just go make it up in upstate New York, I'm gonna keep that one a little bit sacred, I think, and then just like maybe do edits on stream. But I feel like editing this and then getting ready for the next, there's 2 scripts I got lined up that I got to start working on, so I just want to get Schism done and in a place where I feel like it really can shine. So the thing I'm making notes on is my attempt at marketable. Yeah, I'm not really, Schism I didn't write to be marketable. It just, I think if the story lends itself, or what I was trying to do with it lends itself to, I guess, a more quote unquote marketable space. I don't particularly, I know I tend to not write marketable things, so That's kind of why I'm just like, I'll have that one as kind of the shining example of my weirdness in a marketable place. Is kind of what it is, and then the rest of it I can focus on just doing my weird bullshit. Since I have a feeling, independent cinema might, like, at least the way we understand it, might be like straight up dead for a few years. Things are not ideal. All right, I'm gonna go get tea, and then we'll go ahead and dive on into our next sprint. I will be right back. Okay, here we go. All right, what happened? With how Markiplier just showed, there is always something that will jump. Yeah. I mean, Markiplier also has just an obscene amount of wealth and resources at his back. I mean, what he did was really great, but in terms of, like, for him, but yeah, that's definitely an outlier. That is not the standard, and he has millions of people who are diehard followers of him that will go see it. So at that point, there are ways to break through the mold, but in terms of, like, this, in terms of, like, it has changed. There are ways that it's changed, but it's difficult. It is. I would not use Markiplier as an example of anything other than having further proof that massive amount of wealth and resources at your back can push you through, even against what the odds in terms of the systemic odds are stacked against you. But yes, I mean, I'm not going to pretend like what he did was normal, but I wouldn't rely on it as a formula at all. Its genre does well in indie, which is good because it's about 4 or 5 books long, and that's necessary. Yeah. He's a bit of a Spider's Gorge, George, though. Much of that is because of massive fan base. Yeah, you can't base strats on outliners. That's the one thing. It's not a formula, and it's not an infrastructure. Because what film, usually distribution pipelines and getting your stuff in front of people requires, it requires an infrastructure, and he has enough followers. Well, he piggybacks off the infrastructure that YouTube allotted him, to build a fan base, and then was able to pivot that into movie spaces by rent, and then by completely circumventing distribution systems and just manually going through and renting it. But Markiplier is an obscenely wealthy person, and even then, the budget was pretty big for what it was, but not like crazy. But that he still had to, like, finance getting it in each theater, actually renting the theaters. It's a whole thing. Ghostly is trying to finish the whodunit within the next 6 months, probably soon. Hell yes, Ghostly. Big fan of your whodunits. Your whodunits and your comedy, your wry sense of humor. It's when you're at your peak. It's like using Sanderson's out. Yeah. Because Sanderson was already super well established when he started crowdfunding. Um, the only thing is like I just want to be careful because it does create a kind of false. It's a good way to become very disappointed or feel struck, like stuck or helpless if you kind of, because this was a big thing when YouTube was starting, and like everybody thought like YouTube miniseries were going to be a thing when I moved out in LA, and there was a few of them that took off. But when you actually start like analyzing how these pipelines are created and you look behind the scenes a little bit, it's a little less like organic, I guess I would say. Not that it doesn't ever happen, but is extraordinarily rare, and usually it involves a lot more than what people kind of own up to, or it's like a lot of the stuff that's invisible on the back end that's kind of operating to kind of push these things. So it's just a way to like don't set yourself up to be disappointed if it doesn't work out or what you're trying to pivot to. Is I actually have talked with a lot of filmmaker friends of mine about how we in this landscape do you try to get independent film off the ground, or like genre film or cult cinema, like things like that you would see John Waters doing back in the 80s and the 70s, like real indie stuff, or like even Clerks, like some of the 90s Kevin Smith and Quentin Tarantino stuff. And the honest, well, Tarantino actually did have a lot of backing behind him. But like the thing you start to learn is that like those sort of like, particularly now as everything's consolidating, these things are becoming extraordinarily narrow. So we're trying to figure out. No one really has a good answer about how to like attack it. I guess we're all kind of trying to figure it out at the moment. So it's in a weird time. It's the best thing I can say. It's a weird time. Sorry, I just went on a whole tirade about it, but that's I guess those are my thoughts on the internals of the film industry or film distribution or indie distribution. What about bear spray and gumption? That's, you can do that. Are film festivals a crucial part of breaking through? Is that a major aspect? It used to be. No one knows anymore. And most of the stuff that goes to film festivals today are studio backed. Like, it's not really. Most of the movies that you see now that show up like they're independently made, they're backed by VCs. They're all backed by venture capital. They're backed by, and the ones that do tend to emerge, that aren't backed by like either mainstream studios or certain capital conglomerates or advertising agencies that are functionally the same thing. They're usually backed by grants, and they're not made in the U.S. They're made, like The Substance is a good example of this, where they took advantage of like 6 different European film grants to get that movie made, to get the budget. So most of the movies that you're seeing made are taking advantage of grants like that are getting off the ground. It's why a lot of them are European filmmakers or foreign directors, and a lot of them are being made. They're initially financed by the film grant programs that those countries have, because the U.S. doesn't have film grant programs. I think South Carolina, one of the Carolinas has like a $20,000 film grant. But if you would, I can talk to you about what it's like to make a movie on 20 grand. It's not a thing. does not. It's a nightmare. It's not real. So it's just kind of like it's a lot easier if you're making movies in Europe to send your script in, apply, get a grant, and get like $150,000 to go make something really low. And usually if you're making a movie for $150,000, it's not going to be a movie that anyone's going to see. It's, because you're not going to have any name talent. You're not going to have anything like that. It's just going to be an underground thing. Very unlikely that you're going to get like the Kevin Smith treatment, where it's like of no names, anybody suddenly rises to, Clerks level. out of Sundance. But like usually, if you can get a bigger grant, and you know they'll give you a bigger grant if they really like it. If the film boards and it's run by film people, so it's like the film boards are the ones who approve the grants. So it's other filmmakers who are working for the grant system. So that's where it's very different. It's harder to finance movies in Europe that are on the level of movies in the States and California, but the movies in the States and the California are obviously like they are greenlit and workshopped and studio produced to an insane degree. And what is now becoming the the window by which you can operate and try to tell different stories is narrowing very dramatically in terms of what's acceptable. We are living. This is insane to say, but we are like literally living in a time where Netflix is probably doing more risky things, and maybe Apple, than anything you're going to be seeing out of the studio system. It's bad. It's like really bad. And that's not. And I'm not even talking about like right wing propaganda machines that all these things are becoming functionally like modern American Goebbels Third Reich propaganda machines. But like even before that, even before the mergers, it's because of the beholding to functionally their stockholders. Not even really VC money anymore. It's just straight up stockholders. So it's a whole thing. Sorry, tirade. We should do words and not talk about the bleak infrastructure behind film. But I don't want it to be like that's dead. There are ways through this. It's just filmmaking will have to become very cheap. It can't. It's not going to be a middle like. It's an expensive media. Yeah, it's an industrial media. It's an art form that's industrial. Like it has industrial expense attached to it. But there needs to be a way around it, but it's no longer going to be a way of living. It's going to become the same thing as like painting and even like writing and certain things are for a lot of people, which is not a viable source of income for most people. For a lot of people, it might be a side gig, but it's not like a middle class thing anymore. The way that like film production created hundreds of thousands of like middle class jobs, like people would make between 70 and 200 300K a year just being like part of the cogs in the machine to make a movie. And that's just not going to happen anymore. So we don't live in that world. That whole thing is dying. Same is not good. We can officially say that an industry that Big Five publishing has avoided LGBT titles, and that's before the need for market and outreach without those massive hedge funds. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of this is lining up. Sorry. Yeah, anyway, sorry. Rant away. We should probably get started on our sprint. I'm sorry, everybody. My apologies. It's just, I'm high as a kite, and it's a thing I've actually been thinking a lot about, is how to approach this in the indie world, because we need to find a way to. Because the Markiplier thing brings up a good point. It brings up a legitimate like way we should be trying to like, how do we do this? How do we do unique stories and independent stories? You know, we need to find a way to do it, or it's going to die as an art form. All right. Anyway, yeah, rob the rich. Yeah, you could do that, or light all their shit on fire. All right. Happy writing, everybody, and we will see you on the other side. Oh, whoops! Sorry. Ignore that. All right. right, everybody. That is the end of that sprint. Oh, wait. Where's the music? Let me just bring the music down just a little bit. Time to stream. Kids are asleep. Have a great stream. Hopefully, the stream goes well. Hopefully, the writing and or naming went well. Hopefully that all works. But have a great stream. Take care. Thanks for hopping in. Hopefully, got a little bit of work done. Oh, downtimer. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm debating if we're gonna do a third one. I'm not sure. I'm not super feeling great. Okay. Oh God, I fell asleep ghostly. Hey, that's you fell asleep for a sprint. That's not bad. Downtime. Oh my God, kiddo, you need a rest. Yeah, I think I got. Oh, you got it. Good. Kids are asleep. Great. A pun for a derogatory term and a regular name for the other. Oh, there you go. Okay, all right. That's layered. Yeah, that's a layer. That's layered. Yeah. I think I need to go to sleep again. I won't be here tomorrow. I have trivia. Love you all. Yeah, go have trivia. Ghostly. Yeah, Yeah, I hate to do that. The layers. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to have. I like layering things just because it makes me feel like I'm clever to myself, even if no one gets it. Glass onion of a person. There you go. Kids are asleep. Yeah, I did everything I need to do, just no writing, but I'll take it today. Hey, man, that's a win. Actually, thanks to Ghostly, I think Ghostly had pointed out a thing because I was the last stream last week. I streamed last week, right? I think I did at least once, right? I don't even fucking understand time anymore. But that had jogged my memory of a visual aesthetic that I had incorporated so the original, like, this Schism actually originally started, or at least the germination of the idea came from a short film I was writing about, like, essentially a hikikomori, like a person who just lives inside and is scared to go outside and plays games all day, and they're just cooped up inside all day. And it was about them, like, finding a community where everybody was convinced there was this second moon, and he sees the second moon, and so that's one of the reasons why he won't go outside, and he feels like it's following him. It was like a short film I was writing. And the visual aesthetic I had designed for the short film was actually to project everything on the screen that he's doing and the community he's talking to on his face and on the wall behind him. And then last stream, I think Ghostly had mentioned, because I was talking about how I hate shooting phones, like having it project, or like having like a way to like show the map. I can like, full the map sort of thing. So anyway, I was like, oh yeah, like that was the visual element of the short film I was doing, and I completely like, I mean, I wasn't writing like detailed visual notes in the original draft of Schism, but I was like, yeah, why I didn't even fucking do that? Like, why did I not do that? That was like the core visual aesthetic to the short film that was the sort of like seed of the idea that eventually became yeah, I mean, it was functionally Dalton's story. It was a short film that's kind of like Dalton's story, but if Dalton had no friends and no community, and eventually gets like haunted by this moon that steals him and like takes him to this terrible place. That was the short film idea. And actually, I might still try to make that as a pitch concept for the movie. But anyway, there's a long way of moving around where I was like, well, if I reincorporate that, but I try to go do a little bit of extra with it, because one of the problems I'm having is, like, I don't know if I've necessarily earned the way everything goes down at the end when Iggy goes back and everybody's like hive-minded. It's also just not weird and creepy enough for me. And it definitely felt like a little bit of like a placeholder. And then I was like, why not just hint at that, use that visual aesthetic of like projecting screens and like having it wash over their faces, and like kind of lean into that and make it like script it so it's clearly a visual motif I'm leaning into, and then have it and then just crank it to 11 when we get to the school, and also have like some of the elements of the Mad Moon start to like infect the physical reality. So when they go to the servers, like, there's elements of the actual, like, natural part of the Mad Moon like up around the servers and stuff. Like actually give it a design so it looks like it's like getting corrupted. Anything that touches the Mad Moon is getting corrupted. It's kind of implying that the world is going to turn into another version of the Mad Moon and turn into like this hellscape. But when they get to the school, why not just crank that motif to 11 and have it so all the computers that are at the school are just like showing the Mad Moon, like the crazy landscape with like the pale man just standing there. And so when Iggy's running around inside the school, like it's all projected on the ceiling. So the ceiling is like a crazy psychedelic Mad Moon sky. It's along the walls. Everybody's like zoned out. It like gives me a much more like visual infrastructure to make it make sense, I guess. So that was kind of a nice little breakthrough. So thanks, Ghostly. I mean, it's still a germinating idea, but it gives me something to grab onto to try to construct the third act to make it look a little bit better, in my opinion. So anyway, okay, unconscious now. Love night. Go to bed, Ghostly. Go sleep. Yeah, I think I might be calling it. I wanted to try to do another sprint, but I might. I'm not feeling super great. And I got that. I got two very foundational ideas I think down that might make the rewrite work really well. So I think we might call it here, everybody. Sorry about the short stream. Well, we'll see how I feel tomorrow. Ideally, we'll still stream. I'll still do like a little bit of a stream tomorrow. The only problem is I need to try to kick this before I fly out on Thursday. So if I still have a fever tomorrow, I might not stream. I might just stay in bed and just try to do everything I can to like kick this before I have to fly out to San Francisco for work. So it'll be a play it by ear thing. You did good this stream, right? Well, thank you, Cryptid. You do not have to apologize for the. Yeah, thank you. I can. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be. I just really do not want to be sick. I've done it on the road. I hate flying when I'm sick. So it's just I can already kind of tell. I can tell that I'm crashing pretty hard. So. Anyway. Yeah, I'll be taking a lot of advice. Anyway, I love you all. Sorry again about the short stream. Ideally, if we do not stream tomorrow, we'll stream next week. I'm back on Sunday. So unless this is like death COVID and I'm going to be sick for like 3 weeks, we should be good to go next week if I don't stream tomorrow. But anyway, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. And we'll catch you all next time. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me and writing with me. I miss you all. And hopefully someday we'll be back on a regular schedule because I'd like to actually like write again. Anyway, all right. Take care, everybody. We'll catch you all next time. Adios. If I can remember how my computer works. Okay.